Well, hello there. Welcome to Marci's Minute. I hope you are all having a good day. And today I wanted to share some of my notes with you from a realization that I had. And it's about self-love. Self-love, it's not a feeling, okay? It's an action. Self-love is a willingness to care for yourself. All right? It's like carving out time each day to do the things for yourself that fuel your soul and energize you. Okay? It's a willingness to say no to things that drain you. And it's a willingness to not overexert yourself, not overextend yourself, so that you have time for yourself. Self-love is saying yes to yourself. Yes to just that hour that's just for you to exercise or do whatever you want. Maybe it's stay in bed a little longer if you need it, right? And not guilting yourself over it. It is saying yes to taking the time to journal so that you can connect with who you are. Like I have been really good at doing that. And then I went for a while and I didn't journal. And I got back to doing it. And I uncovered some things that was really helpful for me to see what was going on for me and why I kind of felt like I was in a funk. Okay. And then it all made sense. So that's a way to connect with yourself. And I had disconnected because I wasn't creating that space for me, that time for me to do it. It's learning and practicing how to be there for yourself. Okay. How to quiet that negative self character, that chatter that we get that beats us up, and to embrace the kind and compassionate voice. Loving yourself is being connected, mind, body, and soul. And I can't even read what I wrote. And like that, each part, and looking out for each part of you. Learning what you need, because so many times as women, we are so disconnected that we don't even know what our self-care would look like, what we would even do. And so it's learning, taking the time to learn and notice how it feels inside, if it fills you up or if it drains you. Taking the time to learn what you need and then giving it to yourself. Okay. And I have lots more written, and I think I'll do a podcast, right, on this. But I just want to say this. When we take the action of self-love, we create a self-care loop for ourselves that like it's a self-care, self-love, and it's a connection that we form. This routine of putting ourselves in the mix of importance, okay? We all know the voices like, oh, that's selfish. Actually, that's a lie. It is not selfish. And here's what I'm just going to end on is that like as adults, we're all responsible for meeting our own needs. Okay. And as our brain gets older and more developed, our needs become more complicated. And as women, we don't give that to ourselves. Okay. So self-care matters even more because the more you take care of your needs, the more you have to give, right? The healthier you are physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, you're able to access more of who you are and increase your capabilities, talents, and gifts. Okay, so what do you do for self-care? What do you do to love yourself? What actions do you take? I want to know. Like, feel free to respond on the email and tell me.